Hey everybody, Java with Josh here, and today I'm here with Drummer. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
Basically, I'm 30 years old at the moment, and I've been a state worker for about a couple of years now. I used to do a lot of film stuff, background acting, things like that. I switched to state work just because it's more steady, I guess. And currently, I'm working with the Medical Assistance Division under the Healthcare Authority. I do Medicaid applications and stuff like that. Of course, drummer. I play drums as well, so.
Heck yeah. So you said your favorite coffee is Americanos?
Yes, actually, and that kind of goes back to it's really mostly a setting on our espresso machine, actually.
Okay.
It'll do like four different types of coffee. It'll do espresso, espresso large, uh, a regular coffee, and an Americano. And so I actually was doing espressos for the longest time, and then my friend said, I need like a bigger cup than just espresso, and he started making me do Americanos, and ever since then I've been hooked on those.
What's your favorite coffee shop to go to?
It's probably got to be Starbucks just because, I mean, they're obviously the most well known. They got the most locations where I'm at here, Santa Fe.
Yep.
And I mean, yeah, we did just get a Dutch Bros, and I've had Dutch Bros a few times and they're good. Don't get me wrong, but I like my Starbucks, but of course like a local joint here in Santa Fe. There's a place called Iconic Roasters, actually.
Okay.
Uh, and Iconic Coffee, they're kind of in the back, kind of hole in the ground behind some streets and back roads and stuff, but they're actually really good too.
What's your favorite thing to get from there besides espressos and Americanos?
Okay, probably just latte, vanilla latte, with the
Mhm.
steamed milk and all that. Um, Particularly if I'm getting a coffee that isn't at home from like my espresso machine or whatever, then yeah, I'm going with lattes for sure.
Okay. Lattes are amazing. Do you add any special ingredients?
At home, I actually do black, straight black. I mean, and it's kind of funny. Occasionally, I will throw some milk in there,
Okay.
but that's really only to cool it down so I can drink it faster. Um,
Me too,
so
man.
yeah, no, I mean it's just somebody when I was doing background ages ago taught me the trick of like, and he did it with like a cold water in
Okay.
coffee, right? So that you could drink it faster. Because it's like, oh, you got to get a coffee, but you're also needed on set, so you got to hurry up, kind of thing. So he just said, yeah, just pour the cold water in the coffee, and I thought, gee, why not do it with milk? Because that way it doesn't water us down as much. So,
The faster they hit, the better, though, man.
yep, yep, yep.
Talked about the Lavazza bean.
So yeah, Lavazza brand. That's probably been our go-to for a few years now.
Okay.
Um, and we were big on Pete's coffee, until something happened. Maybe Pete's changed their formula or something. We thought maybe they're not as good, but we switched to Lavazza, and we've kind of never looked back since. They're really really good. And then there's another brand I want to talk about, that Cafe Bustelo.
Okay.
And that brand I actually discovered, of all things. I was camping out up by like kind of Taos area, Carson National Forest. It was kind of funny. It was this big old hippie camp in the middle of like 2020, so in the pandemic too, right?
Okay.
Um, and my buddy came from California, said we had this big old hippie caravan. I should come out camping with them. So I did, and I woke up the next morning and I found somebody who was able to make like cowboy coffee. He couldn't
Yeah.
filter the grounds out, right? But it was Cafe Bustelo, and I had a cup, and I thought, gee, this is pretty good.
Any other coffee shops that you'd recommend to people that go to Santa Fe?
If you're looking for good local, Iconic is really good, and that's Iconic spelled Iconick.
Okay.
And they're really good. And there's even like, if I'm remembering right, there's a few restaurants that like have a deal with them here in Santa Fe. So like if you get coffee from that restaurant, it'll be the Iconic stuff. Other than that, can't really think of like a place. I mean, maybe I don't know if they're actually still around. They've been around forever. And they're more of a gelato place called Echo.
Okay.
uh, downtown Santa Fe, but I do believe they do have like espressos and stuff there. They're pretty good too.
Thank you so much for interviewing, man. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.